stable. Nowadays, very difficult. Slightest friction, immediately, termination of the whole thing. So this is a very, very dangerous time, and it takes its toll on spiritual life. Because when we are in a disturbed, unsettled situation, then how can we peacefully chant Hare Krishna? How can we practice spiritual life? Very difficult. So, a person will think he is fit to appear in public if he has merely taken a bath. That means the majority of the public is incredibly filthy, unwashed and dirty. A sacred place will be taken to consist of no more than a reservoir of water located at a distance, and beauty will be thought to depend on one's hairstyle. What a nice hair you have, you're so beautiful. Remembers me very much once, while distributing these books on the street, I approached a car with a beautiful blonde girl inside. She was sitting on the front seat, and I knocked on the window, offering the book to this wonderful girl, and she turned around, and I realized, this is not a girl, this is a dog. There is a breed of dogs who have such a wonderful bond. And the dog looked around at me and said, what are you? And I realized he will not take anything. But I remember still standing there laughing. I was thinking, that's how deceiving the nature is. You know? Because many girls, beautiful girls from behind, they look like dogs. Sorry. And the man, even worse. You know, like I'm very difficult on young men to understand, how can somebody think this man has beautiful hair? What is this? It's just something growing on top of your head and you can use this way or that way or that way. Okay, but you know, what's so beautiful about that? It's just, you know, what is this? But in Kali Yuga, the most important factor in beauty. So beautiful hair. Well, sometimes the parents, they scream in pain. My son joined the Hare Krishna movement, they cut off his hair. Our suggestion is, you can have 1 kilo whole plastic bag full of it back, no problem. Because obviously the hair is something they don't keep really much around. But once it's attached to the body, it's very important. So that will lead us to some observation. Obviously, there is something more to it. It's not just the hair. We actually want to relate to the person who wears this hair. Because without the person residing in this body, the hair in itself is useless. So where does the beauty come from? The beauty comes actually from the person living in the body. And that person has beautiful qualities. You can have a beautiful hair, but the qualities which are so rotten, that's called ugly. And you can have a not so beautiful hair, maybe no hair at all, but if the person has very beautiful qualities, that's where the beauty comes from. And generally people are attracted more to the qualities. The hair is just, you can change it too, you can color it and cut it, and do all the time. They color this way and that way, and they stretch it here, and this, and there, and this, and then it falls out, they buy an artificial one, and they put another one on. And is this really how we judge people? Is this really how we judge people? I could tell very humorous stories to that. You may not even believe what I'm saying. But once upon a time, while going out distributing these books on the street, one of our leaders concluded that people may be a little bit shocked. That was those days. I'm speaking about 30 years ago. People may be a little bit intimidated by meeting a young man with no hair. This was not so common those days. And then, you know, so nowadays it's quite common, it's no problem. But those days it was like, what happened? He has no hair. You know, so he concluded, I will go a little bit longer. He concluded, I'll go a little bit longer, okay? So, you know, he concluded, well, when we have hair, people will buy more books. But we didn't have any hair. So he bought us hair. 20 young men, everybody got a new haircut. I remember in one Sunday we were going to a special shop, they opened the shop for us and everybody bought a hair according to his choice. Oh, you cannot imagine. I remember we had girls living in a temple too. They didn't need any extra hair, they already had hair. But seeing these monks emerging Monday morning, heading for the cars so they can drive out and distribute the books with most of our haircuts. I remember these girls lying in their windows, crying and laughing like mad. You know, they said this was the most hilarious thing they ever saw. You know, on Sunday night he's still a monk, you know. Here, Hare Krishna. And Monday morning you appear with a hair like Elvis Presley. There was all kinds of versions, silver and brown and yellow and all kinds of things. And then we went on the street, you know, hello, here we are, completely normal people. Here we are. You know, it was just an idea, of course, and it ended up very quickly. I remember 1 week wearing that incredible thing on my head. I cannot describe it to you how crazy this is. And then, you know, normal hair are designed, when the wind blows, it goes like this. But artificial hair, when the wind blows, it goes like this. And it stays like that. So we were all the time, you know, we all brushes. And I spent half a day just guarding my hair, completely forgetting about, you know, the real business to distribute this blood. So this is the pathetic attempt to actually go along with the shloka and try to be acceptable by the size of your hair. So after 1 week we threw the whole thing in the garbage and we went out again, Hare Krishna. And people were buying books exactly like before. No problem. So this is just a little bit illustration what is important in Kali Yuga. Filling the belly will become the goal of life. Definitely. Good food, good man. And one who is audacious will be accepted as truthful, means cunning. He who can maintain a family will be regarded as an expert man. And the principles of religion will be observed only for the sake of reputation. Look, I go to the church. I'm a big Christian. I'm a big Hindu. I'm a big Muslim. The rest of the week I do anything when I want. But look, on Sunday I go to the church. I'm big. I'm a very religious person. Pay some respect to me. So this is only cheating in Kali. And so, as the earth thus becomes crowded with corrupt population, whoever amongst any of the social classes will show himself to be strongest will gain political power. That leads us to communism, powered by Shudras, capitalism powered by Vaishyas, the economical class, or some fierce dictator, fascism, powered by the Kshatriya class. That's it. No Brahmana, no priest, no philosophical person involved really. Whoever gets the power, he is in charge. This is also a symptom of Kali Yuga. And so, harassed by famine and excessive taxes, wow, that's a prediction 5,000 years ago, a prediction for the tax department. People will resort to eating leaves, roots, flesh, wild honey, fruits, flowers and seeds. Struck by drought, no rain, they will become completely ruined. So this is just glimpses of the prediction of Srimad Bhagavatam, what is ahead of us, of all disease symptoms of that. So as Prabhupada concluded on this issue, any gentleman will try to make any arrangement that he can leave this place and never comes back. And this is happening while we are chanting Hare Krishna, preparing our return back home, back to Godhead, developing our relationship to God, so we are ultimately becoming qualified to associate with Him in a spiritual world where we don't have these problems and we can live a more dignified life in Krishna consciousness. So, somebody is more interested, this is from the 12th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Very interesting description. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami